Hey guys, welcome back. West Carolina Megalodons University, continuing on in Season 3. Sorry again for being a little bit late on that last post. My voice was just completely trash for the last couple days, and it really kind of set me back. But we should be getting back to a regular posting schedule, and we'll continue right on with it. So we are up to number 6 in the country currently. I mean, we are having an insane season, to be honest. I didn't think we were going to get this far at all. We're currently the 6th seed in the college football playoff, projected to play against Oklahoma, but we still have one more game left. We have to finish our conference championship game, and we're going to be playing against the Troy Trojans. Troy's sitting at 10-2 on the season, and they're ranked 12 in the country, but we already played them once before and beat them pretty handily. And we are underway here in the conference championship game. Can we go back-to-back? Troy coming out, averaging about 400 yards per game, and passes quite a bit, as they're going to go right to the ground game on the first play. I remember Tay Meadows from the game earlier in the season. I remember him being pretty tough, as he's going to get so much space to the outside, and he's already down to the 40. We cannot be allowing them to get that huge of runs on every single play, as he throws it all the way to the end zone, and it's intercepted by DeAndre Harris, who's going to take this thing out. He's got some speed, but he's knocked it about to the 25, and a huge takeaway from DeAndre Harris to start this game. A huge error from their QB is going to allow us to take over early, as Montel Major is going to get some work. Trying to find ways to score on offense, as we're going to have an open guy, but he missed him. Taylor Rambo just a little inaccurate there, so we're going to find a way to get this for a first down. Good throw over to Lamar Mankins, as we're going to go to the ground game to Anthony Allen, who's going to use his blockers effectively, and he's finally brought down. A 24-yard gain for Anthony Allen. Going back to the ground game, as they were all over that one. Montel Major just having an incredible year, as that is a dime. That is a dime. What a throw from Taylor Rambo. It was a little risky. That could have been picked, but it had to be just perfect, and it was. But Montel Major already over 1,000 yards on the season as his first year starting. As we're going to scramble out, and he hits Ron Marshall for the touchdown. And we're up 7-0 early against Troy. What a throw from Taylor Rambo on the run. He is just such a reliable, accurate quarterback out there, as they're going to go right back to the ground game. Jamal Mitchell in on the nice stop. The converted corner over to safety, and what a catch. Over top of DeAndre Harris, the receiver is just going to go up and get it, as they go right back to him, and he's all the way to the end zone. Okay. Well, their quarterback just made quick work of our defense. Well, that is not exactly how we wanted that to go, as it's 7-7, just like that. All right, well, let's go back to the ground game, get Montel Major back involved. Like I said, over 1,000 yards already on the season. I don't know if he has a shot at actually breaking a record there, as that's a wide open throw, and he drops it. Oh, a huge drop from Darnell Jackson. We'll just have to go underneath to Ron Marshall, and he just can't get it. Gonna have to force us to go with a punt. That is such an unfortunate punt, as we were so close to getting that first. Can our defense make a stop? That is the main game right now. We have been bottling up their run game decent so far, as he obviously is going to break a tackle. He gets the first down, so they'll go right back to the RPO, which they haven't done yet, but a nice tackle from Sheldon. 2nd down and 7, quick throw on the out route, and Sheldon Dennis again, right where he needs to be. Just a little bit too late, though, as they're going to pick up yards. QB definitely dicing us up right now, as Tay Meadows breaks a tackle, and he's into the open field. Down the sideline, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Tay Meadows is going to break it free, and Troy's got the lead. So 14-7. Boys, we might be in some trouble. We got to get some points here on offense. Troy's offense is making it look like this is going to be a shootout, and that is not our game. We are normally a very defensive team, and we put up points on offense, as that was risky. End of the first quarter, 14-7. Troy with the lead, and they are passing for 123 yards at the end of the first quarter. Insane. And that's a wide open guy, and he drops it. Oh my gosh, good move from the safety to go down there and lay a hit on the receiver, and Xavier Lee just couldn't hold on to it. So after the punt, Tay Meadows gonna run to the outside, breaks the tackle, and we just luckily have enough bodies there. He's averaging a little over 10 yards per carry, as they're gonna get another catch for a first down. Our defense really needs to get their head in the game. Right now, it's not going well. Good hit from Grayson. Grayson Reynolds laying a nice hit, and we're gonna hold him there to a third down. Little draw play on 3rd and 10, and we missed the tackle. Horrible tackling from the defense, as he's gonna get the first down on the draw, and it keeps them on the field. They're just continuing to live and die by the ground game, and that was, I don't know what that play call was a little bit questionable from their offensive coordinator. But hey, we'll take as Jimmy Ferreira is going to get the sack. I feel like we need a good nickname for Jimmy Ferreira, because I feel like he's going to be a beast for years to come on this team. So they end up putting the field goal through. It's 17-7. Now, as we'll find Ron Marshall over the middle for a huge gain, and we're across midfield. Under 4 minutes remaining on this one. Has a man deep, throws it, and is caught. What a nice catch from Cole Turner. And we're down in the red zone, and of course there's gonna be a flag. A false start. So we'll go back. 1st and goal still. We'll go it back to Cole Turner. The jet sweep does nothing. 2nd down and goal. We'll fake a little jet sweep this time. See if we can just hit it off to Vernon Lyle, who's gonna fight to the 2. The 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. Quick throw. Ron Marshall touchdown. Huge play. Ron Marshall getting yet another score, as he is having himself a huge season. Drawing ever closer to Troy, as it is 17-14. Still just under 3 minutes left in the half. We have an opportunity to make a defensive stand and get another chance to put up some more points before the half, as that's a good find. Tucker Kilcrease just making the throws he needs to make. And Tay Meadows is just moving the ball at will right now. That is tough. That's a huge sack from Wyatt Wright. Wyatt Wright and Jimmy Ferreira just fighting for the record. They both are going to be breaking the TFL record and maybe the sack record. I mean, I guess they already technically did break the sack record at this point, since they're both over 10. But we'll see who gets more by the end of it. And we definitely had an open receiver there at the end. We just couldn't get it off fast enough, as that's unfortunate. We're going to try another deep throw. It is dropped. Darnell Jackson just couldn't hold on to it. And he's going to get hit as he throws, and it's going to end up with us going to half, down 17-14. Definitely had a missed opportunity there before the half to put up some points. But Tay Meadows is having his way with us right now, averaging almost 8 yards a carry. Can we turn the tide in the second half? That is the real question. If we win this conference championship game, we win 2 in a row. As we throw this thing deep, it's caught by Cole Turner. He's going down the sideline of the 10, all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Cole Turner is going to take it to the crib. And Cole Turner is finally having the game we wanted him to have. He has just been so quiet all year, and he's finally showing up. Showing up on one of the biggest stages. Cole Turner really being the guy we needed him to be. I wish he would have been that for a longer part of the season. He's definitely got to be one of the lowest reception players on our team. This is a huge sack from Grayson Reynolds. Just flying in there and getting the sack. That was amazing. Forces the punt. We have a chance to be able to extend this lead with a nice run from Evan Rhodes to the outside. Makes a man miss and gets to the 40. What a good play from Evan Rhodes. There's no shot there. He gets hit as he gets rid of it. Same thing there. Just has to get rid of it before he gets sacked. And it's 3rd down. He missed him. So a punt situation now. But like I said, if we end up winning 2 in a row conference championships, we will be moving to a different conference to increase the difficulty for the next season. We'll probably be moving to the ACC, maybe the SEC, just something that would make sense from where our team is located. Good hit from DeAndre Harris. But it'll be interesting to see. Wow, that was close to getting blocked. It'd be interesting to see how our team does against better opponents. Because if we're staying in the Sun Belt, we might be going undefeated for a while. Wow, that could have been intercepted. So glad this team wasn't paying attention. Third down, though. Throwing it deep to Cole Turner. He had him again. Just overthrow him or else we could have had another touchdown. So back to the ground game for Tay Meadows as he's going to get a nice little bounce and gets 8. Up over 100 yards rushing already for Tay Meadows. The pressure was intense. Brings up a 3rd and short. Throws it to the tight end and he's going to get the first down. Under 4 minutes here in the quarter. Good rush. Good rush. As we're going to get Tay Meadows for a few yards. Makes it a 3rd and medium. Can we get the stop? Oh, we hesitated a little bit there, and they're going to pick up the first. There is a flag, though. And it's going to be roughing the passer. Well, that's about the worst thing that could have been. So, unfortunately, I messed up my camera angle, but hey, we're going to end up getting a sack anyway. Wyatt Wright's trying to make up for it. Gets the sack, brings up a 2nd and 15. We have nobody on the QB, and he's going to get a good hit off from Grayson Reynolds. 3rd and 7, under pressure, goes down. So after the punt, we'll be back out on offense, trying to increase our lead as the third quarter is winding down slowly. 2nd down and short, just going to hand the ball back off to Montel Major, who's going to push forward for the first. Montel Major, just a powerful runner. We love to see that as he's going to go down for the sack. Just couldn't really find anybody open. We'll go back to just the screen play, get Montel Major in space, and he's going to get a couple yards back. So 21-17, starting the 4th quarter. Little motion here on 3rd and 15. Can we find somebody there? No, bad pass, and that is going to force a punt. So after the punt situation, perfect time for a blitz, as we were all over it. Throwing it deep, it is intercepted by Jamal Mitchell. What a interception for Jamal Mitchell. That is massive. To be able to keep them behind and switch possession. We'll get the pitch off to Montel, and he's going to get about a yard. Really doing a good job bottling up Montel over the last few, rushes. As that's a huge throw from Taylor Rambo to Darnell Jackson, and it is complete for like 40-something yards. Brings us all the way to the 26-yard line, and he's got some space. Montel's going to run right into the red zone. As we'll go back to Cole Turner. To the outside, he can't get in. 2nd down and 3. Hands it off to Montel Major, who's going to fight to the 1. Oh, so close. Can we get the run? We will. Anthony Allen's going to push it in for the touchdown, and we'll extend our lead even more. So 28-17, just under 5 minutes in the 4th quarter. Troy needs a score right now, as they're going to go down for another sack for Wyatt Wright. Is that at least 3? Is he going to break a record in this game? Good quick throw. Brings up a 3rd and 14. Throwing it deep. It is. Oh my goodness. That was almost caught. So lucky that that wasn't caught. Throwing it, and is deflected again, but finally somehow falls to the ground. And we're going to start off with it. Just going to run it back to Montel Major, who fights his way in across to the goal line. Running it with Montel one more time. Can we get in? No. 2nd down and goal. Montel is going to fight his way into the end zone. That was a little risky of a run, but Montel Major is going to find pay dirt. And we're up 35-17. Here with just 2 minutes left in the quarter. Have pretty much a fantastic lead at this point. And down he goes, another sack. Wyatt Wright underneath. And a good hit from Terrell Pace. 3rd and 10, really the last opportunity for them, as they're going to find a way to get the first. Unlucky for them to get the first down, as it's incomplete. Or that is actually caught. I wasn't expecting that to be caught, but I don't even know what's happening right now. As they're just getting 2 first downs, as he just beats DeAndre Harris, and he's all the way down to the 2-yard line. And what is happening right now? As that's just a wide open back corner, and he just didn't get the feet in. Play action fake, down he goes, a good sack. 3rd and goal, to the end zone, touchdown Troy. And it's not over yet. 24-35. Good bounce, he missed it. Oh no. Troy gets the ball and recovers it. Throwing it deep, and it's going to beat DeAndre Harris again. 2 times in a row, DeAndre Harris has been beaten, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion. It's 32-35. Somebody just get the ball and fall on it. Xavier Lee, thank goodness. As we're going to be able to finally run that game out. And for a minute there, I was not at all looking optimistic about that one, as we're going to barely pull it off. 35-32. Taylor Rainbow, low completion percentage, but another game above 270. He had 277 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. A couple passes that were a little sketchy, though, that probably could have been picked. Montel Major just couldn't really get it going, to be honest. 12 rushes for 46 yards and a touchdown. We just could not get the run game going. Troy's rush defense was pretty good. Ron Marshall led the team in receptions with 5, had 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Cole Turner, 135 yards and a touchdown on 4 catches. That was kind of a breakout game for him. Leading tackler was Terrell Pace with 11 of them. DeAndre Harris had 9 tackles, 4 TFLs for Terrell and Wyatt Wright. And Wyatt Wright had 3.5 sacks in that game. Crazy. 3.5 sacks. The record was 3 sacks. And we're going to have an interception from Jamal and DeAndre Harris. But we're going to end up winning the Sun Belt Conference Championship 2nd year in a row. Back-to-back champions. We're going to get another commit from Lane Marciano. And Wyatt Wright is going to win the Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Week with his outstanding performance. He'll end up winning the National Defensive Player of the Week as well. And Ron Marshall is going to win the Offensive Player of the Week for the Sun Belt. Kentrell Saylor also commits, the wide receiver. And Jeremy Fuller, our defensive coordinator, ends up winning the Royals Coordinator of the Year award. I wonder if we're going to lose him. Julian Sayin wins the Heisman Trophy. He's 37 touchdowns to 5 interceptions with just under 3,800 passing yards. And hey, Jimmy Ferreira is going to win the Best Defensive Player of the Year award. 14 sacks, 27 TFLs. And we still have more time for him to add on to those stats, as he's already broken 2 team records. Are we looking at the greatest bust prospect ever in Jimmy Ferreira? If you guys remember, he was a bust player. Nobody ever thought he was going to amount to anything, and he's already won an award in his first year starting. He wins actually a 2nd award. He just won the Best Defensive End award. Sheldon Dennis is going to win the Best Defensive Back award. That's a cool award, as he was one of the first storyline players we had, and he ends up winning an award in his junior year. And hey, Evan Rhodes, true freshman, going to win the Best Special Teams Returner. Look forward to seeing him as a potential future wide receiver later. Wyatt Wright is going to win the Best Linebacker award, as he just kind of also balled out in his senior season. Jimmy Ferreira, his 3rd award, wins the Lombardi. And boys, we're playing Iowa in the first round of the college football playoff. How far do we go? Other awards, Montel Major is going to be an All-American, National All-American for running back, and Ron Marshall is going to be an All-American for tight end. It is finally time for us to look and see what the dev is for some of these players. We only have 1 guy left that we're even going after, and he's an easy commit probably next week, which will allow us a ton of room for the offseason transfer portal. So here we go. Avery Bullock, our D-tackle, is normal. We have another normal player for Stephen Fontaine. Impact for Timmy Spangler. All right, I'll take that. James Castaneda is impact for middle linebacker. He's a gem. Oh, look at that. A star dev Stan Goodman D-tackle. Love to see that. Impact for Keontae Sparks, right tackle. Impact for Jay Sisko. We have so many safety gems. Nate McNulty is normal dev. That's unfortunate. Tyree Fleming, normal. Normal for Proctor. Impact for Glenn Jamerson, the right end. Kentrell Saylor is a star wide receiver. Okay. Ethan O'Neill is normal. Kyle Coleman is normal. Impact for Cornell Johnson, the right guard. Cesar Carrizosa is impact for a D-tackle. Frank Eddy, normal. Oh, elite. Bola, however you pronounce that, free safety. Yet another safety with crazy dev. An elite dev safety. That's amazing. Start out for Enrique Hall. Impact for Quan Sheed. Another safety. Hudson Isaac's impact for right end. John Joyner normal. Impact for Tyree Dilliard. Tavon Lewis's impact for a center. And don't know him yet. And impact for Lane Marciano, the 2-star wide receiver with impact F. But right now we have the Hawkeyes to take down. Here we go, boys. First round of the college football playoff. Who would have thought we'd be here already? I really did not anticipate making it to this round already. As wow, we are like dead even with Iowa. We'll go right to the ground game with Montel Meja. We got to get this guy going early. Montel Meja is just that guy. And what an overthrow. Not ideal at all. But love that we're home for the first round of the college football playoff. Getting to have some of these home fans be able to show some love for the Megalodons as this is their first college football playoff game. Great run from Montel. Let's get the crowd involved early so we can get Iowa rattled. Second down and 9. Dropping back to throw. Open man Ron Marshall. Good throw. Good pitch and catch. The Taylor Rambo to Marshall connection is such a good combo. Darnell Jackson is also going to be missed so much. As we have a guy throwing and he drops it. Julius Buford. We had a couple options there. As Montel Meja is going to get a nice little back juke and he's down inside the red zone. First and goal. Throws it and it's intercepted. What a bad throw from Taylor Rambo. You can't be making that read. He was late a couple plays ago on a read, and he did it again and gets intercepted. Taylor Rambo, I don't like that as he's kind of a little frazzled here in his first playoff game. 3rd and 14 though. Can the defense make the difference? And we're going to give up a huge play. Tyrone Smithfield's not going to be fast enough. 91 yards up the seam. Terrible, terrible defense as we're down 7. 7-0 already. And we're home. All right, Julius Buford, let's get some sort of return here. Back to the play action fake and overthrows him. Taylor Rambo, I feel like he's feeling it right now. And that's not ideal. We really live and die by his composure. When he doesn't have composure, it really makes a big difference. Lamar Mankins is so wide open. I don't even know who was supposed to be on Lamar, as he was that wide open. Overthrows Cole Turner again. The amount of overthrows that he's having right now is just not ideal as Montel Meja gets up to the outside, down to the 20, to the 10, and he's all the way in for the touchdown. Montel Meja is going to put the team on his back. And he breaks off a massive play for the touchdown as we're going to tie this game 7-7. Wow, Montel Meja. And they're just going to try to get something on offense again right afterward as they get a nice little play on that RPO. Wow, what a drop. What a drop. Brings up a 3rd and 4 situation. Wide open. And I mean wide open. Could have built a house over there. Good play for the blitz. And be able to stop them in their tracks. But they are just having so much room. So much room as we're just not used to giving up this much space. They're just moving down the field with no problem at all right now. 2nd down and 3. And they're actually taking quite a bit of time off the clock too. Open guy, first down. Should have stayed with him longer. We weren't expecting him to throw it that late. But hey, I mean, they were 9-4 for a reason. They are ranked number 11 in the country. So, I mean, they do know what they're doing. Underneath, we're just a step slow, and they're going to get the first down. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Throws another quick in route. 7 yards. Final play of the quarter. No, almost, though. 3rd and 3. Going to try to scramble with it. He goes down for the sack. James Couch-Smith gets the sack, and it ends the quarter. Again, pass defense is terrible the last 2 games. So we're going to have to settle for the field goal, which is up, and it is good. Then we'll claim the lead 10-7. As Evan Rhodes is going to get another chance to return. Would love if he would get a nice return here. At 1st and 10, we'll go back to the RPO. Haven't done one in a little bit. Darnell Jackson gets a good spin move and gets up to the 35. 1st and 10 again, continuing with the pass game, and he almost threw it back. Taylor Rambo needs to settle down, as nobody expected him to keep it with a read option, and a nice gain. Brings up a 3rd and 3. Little pitch play to Montel, and he's going to get the first. Across midfield, into enemy territory, back to Montel Meja. On the screen play, and he gets another huge gain. Montel's really just a do-it-all player. We're able to use him in the screenplay, as Ron Marshall gets a nice gain on the screen. Haven't used a tight end screen in a hot minute. But Montel's just a do-it-all player. We really like using him in a lot of different scenarios, as he gets kind of walloped there. But he's up over 100 yards already. Little quick throw out to Montel, and he's going to pick up the first. First and goal again, runs up the middle, down to the 3. Up the middle one more time. Montel's going to push his way into the end zone. And our workhorse back just eating today as he gets another one. He is just such a good running back. He's got to be one of the better ones in our series history. I'd love to see what you guys think, where he ranks among running backs we've ever had across all of our dynasties. You know, I think we've had running backs like Cameron Peoples back in the old days. We had Tavares Jones. We've had Juan Kindred. What an interception, though, from Terrell Pace. He just read the quarterback like a book. Great interception from this Megalodon defense. That is clutch. So clutch. Such a good one. But all right, so we'll go back out on offense. Absolutely wide open. Ron Marshall's going to fall down for it because we just didn't quite know if that was going to be an accurate pass or not, so we tried to go for a safe play. And Montel's going to get another huge gain again. He is just having the day of his life right now. Just going to have to dump it off quick to Ron Marshall when he gets a yard. 2-minute warning now. Left in the second quarter, and he's going to go down. 3rd and 17. We can't go down for that many sacks, and that was risky. Try to put a receiver in a position to be able to get that, and he's going to get the field goal, though. So there we go. We end up getting some points out of it. 17-10. Ends up just at least pushing it to a touchdown lead. A minute left, though, in the quarter. They still definitely have time to put up points. Is they going to call their first timeout after that completion and first down? We're going to send a corner blitz, and it's perfect. They were not expecting that in the slightest, and the pressure's too much. 3rd and 19. They're just going to run the ball up the middle. Gets a few yards, and they're just going to concede that, as they're going to punt the ball away. We'll call our timeout to give ourselves an opportunity with 48 seconds to see what we can do. Throwing this thing deep, and he underthrew him. Underthrew him. We had just about everybody open on the deep throw there. Taylor Rambo's going to get sacked, and we'll just let the quarter run out. And we'll take the lead 17-7 at the half. Montel Meja having a great day with already 131 yards and 2 touchdowns. If I had to put a number on where I think Montel Meja is in the list of our running backs, I put him very comparable to Cameron Peoples. I put him probably slightly below Cameron. I feel like Cameron was a little bit more boom or bust. I feel like Cameron had a little bit better potential for huge gains than Montel has so far. But this season, Montel's big playability has definitely improved. So by the time he's a senior and graduating, it might even be better. As that is another huge play from Iowa, as they're going to get a massive touchdown. Our pass defense is so bad right now. But obviously, I feel like Tavares Jones has to have the easy #1 best running back in our YouTube history. Tavares Jones having 3,000 yards in a season for Kennesaw State is just unbelievable. And maybe Montel gets to that someday, but I don't see it happening probably. So yeah, I'd have to say Tavares is 1, Cameron Peoples 2, kind of like a 2A and 2B with Montel Meja. But I think the potential Montel Meja has is to become a legit 2. But back on second down, we'll try to throw this thing underneath to Vernon Lyle. We really do need to have Vernon Lyle a little bit more involved in the action. He has kind of not been involved as much as we would like. His attribute caps are a little rough, and he has normal dev, so it's kind of tough for us to be able to have him in a good spot since he doesn't technically have that much he can improve. As we'll throw that one deep, and it's a terrible pass. Really thought that we might have something there, but he just never got open, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Good hit from the linebacker to jar it loose, and we'll have to punt it away. halfway through the third quarter. What a shot from Terrell Pace. Absolute massive collision. And another sack is going to be there for Wyatt Wright. As who is going to end with more sacks, Wyatt Wright or Jimmy Ferreira? I don't know. Another blitz coming, and he goes down for the sack. Deshaun Conway in with the sack. Huge play from Deshaun Conway. Gives us the lead and the ball. Is they're going to kick it out of bounds? How do you mess up that bad? How do you kick a punt out of bounds? What is even happening? We'll go back out to Montel Meja, and he's going to get a few yards. Really just 1 yard, basically. I mean, it looked like it might have been slightly better. But I don't know why it said that there was a timeout called when nobody called a timeout. But the clock stopped, so that was a little weird. But either way, we're going to have to end up punting the ball away and a solid punt down inside the 20. Calling another blitz just to keep him a little under pressure. But he is making the right reads as they are going to make the stop. 3rd and 1. Quick throw, and oh my gosh, his momentum is going to give him the first down. Sheldon Dennis is really all over it, but it's going to be a fumble. What? I don't even know what just happened. Did Russ Whalen force that fumble? Or was it Sheldon Dennis? I feel like it had to be Russ Whalen. But I don't even know what just happened. I feel like he brushed him. Yeah, apparently Russ Whalen forces the fumble. I want to see. Wow. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I mean, hey, we'll take it. Just going to get the ball back immediately. Cole Turner with a little RPO action, and he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. Excellent play call. They were not expecting it, and that is going to be a way to push our lead even more. 9-point lead. Wow, we got absolutely leveled at midfield, if you guys saw that. 2nd and 3. Runs it off, and whoever number 19 is just mauling us right now. Little play action. Nobody open. I don't even know who he threw that to. That looked like he just threw it at the back of the lineman. As they're just going to hand it off basically to the tight end underneath for a few inches, maybe. And down he goes again. Wyatt Wright, another sack. He is on a tear right now. Forcing the punt. And we're nearing this 4th quarter of play. Up by 2 scores. Having a chance to push this even more. Good pressure on Taylor Rambo, forcing a tough play. Montel Meja is going to break a tackle and finds a way to get this all the way to a 3rd and 1. Just such a good effort player, as he just always knows how to fall forward. End of the 3rd quarter, 26-17, having a really balanced day. In general, 200 passing, over 125 rushing. Very, very balanced day. That's the kind of days that we like to have. Just throw the safe play underneath. Keep the clock moving. That's the name of the game right now. Open man for Darnell Jackson, who's gonna stiff arm his way down to the 30. Runs up the middle for Montel and a nice gain. Really should be able to just get a quality amount of time off this clock. We're putting on a little bit of true clock, not too much there. Unlucky was Anthony Allen. We needed to have a little rest for Montel there. He was kind of gassed. We'll have to settle for the field goal, which is a little unfortunate, but we will drill it, extending our lead to 12 with just under 5 minutes of play. But I mean, we know what just happened with Troy last week. They can put up some points in a hurry, so we need to still stay hungry on defense. Good tackle, Russ Whalen really making a good effort there. Is he just gonna miss that one though? 3rd and 5. What is the move? Underneath again. Gets the first down. Just staying alive for another day, and he just chucks it out of bounds. 2nd down and 10. Scrambling out of the pocket and just throws it out of bounds again. Good defense so far, getting to throw it out of bounds twice. Throws this thing deep. It is caught over guess who but DeAndre Harris. Underneath, and another nice play. DeAndre Harris, just, that's tough. He's given up so many plays. And it's 2nd and 3 already. With 3 minutes left. Throws it out of the back of the end zone. 3rd down and 3. Up the middle. Number 19 is just destroyed us. Just destroying us right now. Throwing it. It is intercepted by Billy Turner. What a play from Billy. Getting some action as a young blood. He is making the plays he needs to, and that's probably going to be enough to clinch it. Right there, as we're going to be moving on to the next round. Billy Turner, eventual future face of the team. Projecting him to be the #1 corner next year. We're going to end up scoring another point in garbage time, winning 36-17, and a nice statement win for our first ever college football game. Montel Major going off. 23 rushes, 2 touchdowns, 178 yards on the ground. Great day for him. Taylor Rambo, another 270-plus yard game. Had that one interception, which was really, really terrible and made it way closer than it needed to be. But Montel Major was just the guy, averaging 7.7 yards per carry. 6 catches for both Darnell and Ron Marshall. Darnell has 75 yards and a touchdown, and Ron Marshall had 84 of them. Cole Turner gets 4 catches for 58 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, Russ Whalen led the team in tackles with 10 of them. He had 2 TFLs. Terrell Pace, 8 tackles and 2 TFLs. And Wyatt Wright, 4 TFLs, 2.5 sacks. This man has had 6 sacks in the last 2 games. And Billy Turner and Terrell Pace also getting interceptions to help clinch it up. Wyatt Wright getting the Sunbelt Defensive Player of the Week. And Montel Major gets the Sunbelt Offensive Player of the Week. As we'll be going against the Georgia Bulldogs in the next round of the playoffs. I feel like we play against Georgia in the playoffs every single year we make it there. As Oklahoma ends up beating Arizona 38-35. Penn State beats Texas. They move on to play against Kansas State. Virginia Tech loses to Missouri. So Missouri is going to play Ohio State. And Clemson had the bye, so they're going to be playing against Oklahoma. And would you look at that, we lost both of our coordinators. Perfect. So we're going to have to find 2 more. This one guy, Sean Wolford. Pro style, would be able to keep us the same offensive playbook since we were a pro style last year. And he's got a decent amount of motivator, but he has quite a bit in tactician. We like those 2 combos, so we'll offer him, see if we can get him. Defensively, this guy, Darren Dingle. Kind of same principle here. He's got tactician, he's got motivator. I'll offer him. He's a 3.35, so we'll have to be slightly different. But we'll see if we can get him. But Georgia's 10 overalls better than us. Literally 10 overalls better than us. They're on 90. This could be rough. This could be real rough. But look at this. There's a trophy at stake in this one. Can we knock off Georgia? This would be insane if we were able to knock them off. But look at that. We got the Georgia Peach Bowl patch. That's pretty nice to see on those jerseys. First time we're ever seeing a patch. This is also a neutral site game too. I feel like we've only had one neutral site game earlier against App State, and that's the time that we absolutely roasted them. So hey, maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we're just amazing in neutral site games. To my knowledge, we're 1-0 in neutral site games right now. But they're averaging 530 yards a game. That's ridiculous. That's insane. Hopefully we're able to slightly keep them at bay, as that's a good way to start it there. Run defense, amazing right now. I mean, we know they have great running backs. We know they have great everything, first off. But Wyatt Wright getting another sack. 7 sacks in 3 games. 7 sacks in what? 9 quarters? Insane work. Insane work, Wyatt Wright. So that's a quick 3 now. Absolutely love that for the defense. We got some motivation. We got some momentum. Let's go get some points on offense, Montel. Just try to ride the running back train early. Good little cut move from Montel. He's going to fight forward for more. He's got 14 yards just on 2 carries. Good job from Taylor to just barely get that one out before taking the sack. 2nd down and 10. Throws it underneath to Xavier Lee for a nice first down. Going right back to the ground game. Great blitz from the safety to hold him. Throwing that one, and it's dropped. Good hit from the safety again. Brings up 3rd and 12. Throwing it to, wow, what a dime. Good throw to Ron Marshall. Gonna get this thing quick out to the flat to Darnell Jackson for a few. 5 yards away from the end zone. Cut back from Montel Major. He's gonna get in for the touchdown. And another touchdown for Montel Major. He just has a way of sniffing out the end zone and finding pay dirt. 7-0 early. It's incredible, actually. 7-0. Love that. Can we continue to apply the pressure? Georgia just going to throw a quick diving catch for 2 yards. Throws a nice little out route, and it's a huge gain, and Grayson's going to finally bring him down. That could have been a massive play. Good little throw in space, making it tough to make an open field tackle. Brings up a 2nd down and 3, and wow, what a catch. 3rd down and 1. Expecting something short underneath. And why is he running into our team, but he's still breaking a bunch of tackles? 1st and 10, play action. Throwing this thing to the end zone, and is intercepted by number 36. Whoever that is. That's KJ Hartley. I don't think I've ever said KJ Hartley's name in this series yet. He's an outside linebacker, and he just made one of the best plays of his whole career. Because, I mean, we don't get that. Momentum is a lot different. Ron Marshall, good catch in space. And we're already across the midfield. Going back to the ground game to Montel. End of the first quarter, though, 7-0. We got to keep the clock moving. I mean, they can turn it on at any point in time. And we need to get this clock going down as fast as possible, so they're just losing opportunities. And wow, that rush was quick. Just didn't have really enough time to get off the pass. Good throw, diving catch for I was going to say Montel Major. That's Ron Marshall. Great catch for him. 2nd down and 5. Little play action fake. Just throws it underneath to Lamar Mankins, who's going to find a way to get down to the 10. Underneath again, Ron Marshall. They're just not covering underneath. They're really leaving that open for us. They don't want to get beat deep. But their run defense on these jet sweeps are pretty solid, actually. Little throw, and he hit him right in the hands. He just couldn't hold on. And it's going to bring up a 4th down. We're going to have to settle for the field goal. Super unfortunate, but I don't want to be too aggressive against this team because I know I just need to take the points if I can get them. We've got to just score every time we get down the field. Great time to call the blitz on the play action. We're going to get him down. 3rd down and 8. Throwing it under pressure, incomplete, and another 3 and out for this Georgia offense. Play action fake. Taylor Rambo just scrolling around in the pocket. Can he find anybody? No, not really. Gets 3. Probably could have ran with it a little earlier. He was just trying to keep his eyes downfield in case he could find somebody, and he takes a massive sack. So it's 3rd and 19. This really isn't exactly what we were going for, but there is a fumble, and it's going to be finally somehow picked up by our offensive lineman, and we're just going to have to get apparently blocked. I don't even know what is happening right now. So this is about the worst thing that could happen as they start the ball at the 5-yard line. We've been blocked so many times, and they just waltz right into the end zone. Well, this is not ideal. Definitely not ideal for us right now. Taylor Rambo is kind of turning it over a lot in these playoffs, to be honest. It's just not super ideal. Underthrows that corner route. He also could have had him as well. The little pitch off to Montel Major, who's going to try to get a couple yards, but brings up a punt. Under 2 minutes left. Georgia's getting the ball back, and I mean, they have an opportunity. That's an incredible punt, actually, to the 16. But Georgia has an opportunity to be able to take the lead now. And it's going to be a forced fumble, and no, we don't get it back. Oh, Deshaun Conway. Great effort, though. Great effort from Deshaun Conway, as we are going to stuff him for nothing. At the 3. Runs up the middle. No. So we'll end up just running it out. We don't really have an opportunity to score any points. We'll just take it to 10-7 at the half. As we're doing okay so far. I mean, we got the lead, and we're doing great at run defense. They have negative 31 yards. Absolutely great from that. But we'll go right to the ground game. Montel getting about 2 yards there. Little fake, and just going to try to dump it off quick. I mean, we just don't have a lot of time to be able to get passes off. But there you go, right in stride to Ron Marshall. 1st and 10. Taylor Rambo taking some heat, though, as that was almost intercepted. Good job from Ron Marshall to be able to play defense there, to be honest. 3rd and short. Quick throw. He's hit as he lets go of it, so it's going to force a punt situation. This is just inaccurate. I mean, Taylor Rainbow's taking some shots out there. And it might come back to hurt us, especially if we win this game and he can't start 100% healthy in the next game. That's not going to be ideal. We need to ideally get him some rest. Second down, and it's going to be a huge sack. Russ Whalen getting in on the action. Because he gets a very clutch sack. Another sack. That's a 5th one of the game. Ron. Oh, Jamal Mitchell just got demolished after the play. I don't know how that's not a flag. He really got hit after that. 5 minutes left. Play action fake. Dumps it off quick to Montel Major, and he's going to get a nice 7-ish yards. Second down and 3. Scrambling out of the pocket. Nobody really open, and he's going to drop it. It was a good throw from Taylor Rainbow. He did get it to the receiver he wanted to. Unlike that time, as he throws it into the dirt, and it's another punt. They're going to field this one very well, actually. And back to Georgia's chance. This is a very kind of defensive game in the end. It's a little odd. I was expecting a little bit more offense, but right now, just neither offense is capable of doing much. Grayson Reynolds actually makes an exceptional tackle to be able to keep them there, as it's going to be an interception from Jimmy Ferreira. Jimmy Ferreira is going to get a huge interception, keeping us in front. Jimmy Ferreira, not known for his intercepting skills. I don't really know why he was out in coverage like that as a defensive end, but technically he was a middle linebacker by trade. Doing a little play action fake. Can we chuck this thing? And he wasn't paying attention, apparently. Okay. Third down. Throws it a little too late. It's a punt. Yep. Not super ideal. Not exactly what we were going for, but okay. 2 minutes left in the third. Up by 3. Play action fake. Why did we stop following him? And he's going to break a tackle, and he's getting the first. I have a feeling that Georgia is just going to find a way to score points. I just have that feeling that we need to have more than a three-point lead. We need to have more than 3 points in our back pocket. A huge sack from Jimmy Ferreira. Is that 6 sacks on Georgia right now? What is happening with their offensive line? As I don't even know what's happening there either. They're going to lose yards. 3rd and 17. Dropping back to throw. He just tries to scramble with it, and that might have even counted as a sack. As we enter the 4th quarter, they still have negative 30 rushing yards. They're only averaging 2 yards a play. Wild, wild. So they'll have to punt it away to start the 4th quarter. And Evan, can you get off the defense? Back to the ground game for Montel, and about a yard. Montel's been kind of bottled up today, not going to lie. We're going to try maybe a little bit more trickery here as we'll throw this thing deep, and it's going to be intercepted. That was such a terrible read from Taylor Rainbow. I don't know what he's doing right now, as that one actually might be returned, and it is. Oh no! Julian Humphrey's going to give them the lead. Offensively, they have not been scoring points, but defensively, they just took the lead. Taylor Rainbow is really kind of not playing well in the playoffs right now, as he's cold, and we need to find a way to get him back on a hot streak. So playing with, not the lead in the 4th quarter, there's not very many of those opportunities Taylor's even had right now for us to see his clutch genes. We don't know yet. He's for the most part, had a lead. Good throw to Taylor. Good throw from Taylor Rainbow to Ron Marshall. As we'll just dump this thing off on the screenplay to Montel, and he's going to get 9 yards. Got ourselves 5 minutes, and throws into the back alignment. 3rd and 1. Very important pickup. Montel Mage is going to pick it up nicely. And we're going to start our 4-minute offense. Anthony Allen, good run. Trying to take a little bit of time off the clock each time. Wow, what a swat. Had a guy open on the drag too. Super unfortunate. We'll be able to hit him with another drag, and we'll pick up the first. Now we put on a little bit more of the chew clock. It's clearly our best offensive lineman is going to get holding. It's going to push us back even more, so we definitely love that. And wow, Cool Turner was wide open underneath. We could have been able to hit him. But instead, we're going to throw a nice diving catch to Darnell Jackson. Brings up a 3rd and medium. Throwing it to Ron Marshall. We can't pick it up. We're going to go forward on 4th down. Throws it. It is caught by Ron Marshall. That was the marbles right there. If we don't get that, the game is over. Instead, Anthony Allen's going to get a nice gain of 9. And we're down to the 2-minute warning. Going to try a little fullback dive to Cam Teague, and he's in for the touchdown. We needed to have the ballsy play on offense to be able to see if we could just force our will on this Georgia defense and take the lead. And look what happened. That's what works out sometimes when you're aggressive. I wouldn't say it's in the bag yet, though, because it's Georgia, and they still have 2 minutes, and they have all their timeouts. And so he'll throw it, okay, apparently not, as he throws it directly at Grayson Reynolds. And Grayson Reynolds is going to get the game-sealing interception. I mean, yeah, we still have to get a 1st down to end it, but what even just happened? How do you miss that bad? How do you miss that bad? Just threw it right at him. Like, looking at that, it looks like the receivers just ran into each other. And it's just right to Grayson Reynolds. That's incredible. Well, hey, I mean, we'll take it, as we're going to knock them off 17-14. As we are moving on to the next round, boys. Incredible. I mean, that was a bad game offensively from the whole squad. Like, we definitely did not deserve to win that, but we just made the plays we need to. Defensively, though, rocked it. 64 yards of total offense for Georgia is ridiculous. That's an insane defensive effort. Gunnar Stockton just had a terrible day. Taylor Rambo, not a day you want to remember. 215 yards, 58% completion percentage, no touchdowns, and an interception. I think 2 interceptions, actually. I think that's the worst game of his entire career. Montel Major, nothing to write home about either. Ron Marshall was the only one with a pretty salvageable day there with 7 catches for 83 yards. Other than that, just nothing happening. And then Grayson Reynolds was pretty much player of the game, I would say. 6 tackles, led the team, got an interception, a sack for sack for everybody on the entire team, apparently. But Jimmy Ferrer gets an interception. KJ Hartley gets an interception. Really was Grayson Reynolds that just kind of did everything for us there. Jimmy Ferrer is going to get the Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Week. And Montel Major gets the Sun Belt Offensive Player of the Week. And we'll be heading to Clemson for the Rose Bowl. And hey, it looks like we got both coordinators, both the offensive and the defensive coordinator, are officially signing with the squad. And they'll be here next season. As looks like Kansas State is going to demolish Penn State 44-14. And Missouri barely knocks off Ohio State 43-41. So oddly enough, this Clemson game might be one of the last actually high overall teams we play. I don't think Missouri or Kansas State is that insanely high of an overall. So here we go. Time to play Clemson. Every time we play Clemson, it's always a good matchup too. Played them quite a bit with App State. Played them a handful of times. Kennesaw State. Always a good matchup when we play against the Tigers. And it's time for another matchup. I don't think we played them yet with West Carolina. So it's about time. We're due. 3 years in. And we have a couple records that we're pretty close to breaking. Montel Major is one of the first ones that comes to mind. He's about 100 yards away from breaking the single-season rushing record for West Carolina history. On defense, DeAndre Harris is 1 interception away from being the single-season interception leader. That's close. Wow, they average 550 yards of offense a game, which is actually incredible. I also forgot, and oh my gosh, DeAndre almost just had it right there. DeAndre almost just broke the record right as I was saying it. And they're going to find a completely wide open guy on Tyrone Smithfield. Good hit from Terrell Pace, though. But I noticed also Ron Marshall and Darnell Jackson. Yeah, they also have 10 touchdown receptions each. 12 is the record from Adam Randall last year. So they're actually pretty close with 2 games, or 1-ish to 2, depending on if we win this game. Games left. Those records could be broken. So we'll see how we go on offense here. Got a couple things that we're trying to do. We're going to hand the ball right off to Montel. And he gets a good shot on him right away. If we just get 3 yards, we'll do a little bit of motion there. Hand it back out to Xavier Lee, who's going to get a nice little gain to a 3rd and 2. Quick throw. And he doesn't get the first. Unlucky. Just really not a good first drive, to be honest. Great hit, though. But, wow, we're so lucky that was just an inaccurate throw. And they're going to run the ball with the QB, and he's got some nice speed. I mean, this guy looks like Josh Allen out here, just completely demolishing our linebacking core. As it's already 2nd down and 1. He's just going to scramble with it again. Air trucks his way down into the 23. I don't know if we're going to be able to stop this guy very well. Nice little mesh concept there, as we really had nothing to do on that. Terrell Pace gets a huge hit, and they're just going to fumble the football. And they do get it back. Okay. I was going to say, for a minute there, it looked like we were just going to pick up the ball for free. Russ Whalen gets a nice hit on him. Throwing it. Wow, what a catch. What a dime, too. The throw from Christopher Williams for the touchdown. Great job getting his feet in. Antonio Williams just making a great effort there. That's just such a risky throw, though. I feel like I throw that pass, and 10 out of 10 times it's getting intercepted. So here we go, bringing up a 1st down opportunity for us as Cole Turner gets to the outside, and he gets a huge gain. Already down to the 40-yard line. Terrible throw. Come on, Taylor Rambo. You've had a little sketchy playoff appearance so far, as we're going to need a few yards to Ron Marshall. Good catch. Good pitch and catch. Montel getting a couple yards. 2nd down and 7. Throwing it, almost intercepted. Oh my gosh, that was close. 3rd and 7 again. Oh, we would have had him over the top, I think. But just gets hit as he throws it, and it's going to bring up the 4th down situation. And that's an excellent punt at the 3. I mean, we have a great opportunity. We might be able to get a safety. Oh, we didn't quite. We're sending the house. Do it again. Is they're going to run it up the middle, and we're going to get the safety. Terrell Pace is going to get in the backfield and gets the huge safety. As it's 7-2. Weird score, but that's what it is. So, hey, I mean, we absolutely love that. Sometimes you just got to pull out the whole risk and just engage 8, send the whole crew. We'll go a little play action. Scrambling out to the side. I feel like there was absolutely PI there for a while downfield on Darnell Jackson. So instead we're just going to go back to the ground game and gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, quick throw out to Ron Marshall across midfield. And he's down to the 40. A huge pickup for Ron Marshall. Great awareness and throw from Taylor Rambo. As we're at the end of the 1st quarter, it's 7-2. 1st and 10 again. Quick throw, and I don't even think the receiver even touched it when he got hit there, so that's a little sketchy. But Montel Major gonna get a nice little move to the outside. Gets his way down to the 1-yard line. And again, another play that just ends up with him being tackled in the 1. How many times have we seen in the last couple runs and games that he breaks off a huge run and gets tackled in the 1? Just super unfortunate. It's his 3rd and goal, and wow, we should have just scrambled out to the left, but instead, it's going to bring up a 4th down situation, and we somewhat got to be aggressive here. Throws the quick turnaround to Vernon Lyle, and it's a touchdown. Great job from Vernon Lyle to hold on to that pass. Again, just being aggressive in this CFP, we have to be, especially when we are outmanned from a personnel standpoint. We'll go for 2 points and get it, making the lead 10-7. Back to a field goal difference as we kick it off to Antonio Williams. So next possession on offense for Clemson. Can they match us and score some more points? Good little out route, good tackle from Sheldon. 3rd and 3. Can we get the stop? Good job, Grayson. Man, are we going to miss Grayson Reynolds next season when he's gone. Like, when you have a few more games left with him, he's just been such a clutch, consistent player for us every single game. Montel Major trying to get some more yards. Can't get much. Play action. Scrambles out with Taylor Rambo. Just got to throw it out of bounds. 3rd and 10. Throws it quick over to Ron Marshall, and he fights for the first. Great effort from Ron Marshall. Throwing that one, it was almost intercepted. Well, that was a little rough as we're going to go play action fake, and he just gets sacked. Terrible, terrible event there as it's going to be 3rd and long and just under pressure. Nothing doing. Another punt for this squad. offense is just not the same so far in this college football playoff. It's been all defense. Super lucky and glad our defense has been so clutch, or else we would not be performing this well right now. Good break tackle from the running back. 3rd down and 6. Throws it. It is intercepted by Jamal Mitchell. And he's going to run this thing back. Can he get to the end zone? Touchdown! Jamal Mitchell is going to get a huge interception return for a touchdown. And just like I said, the defense making a massive difference in this game. 17-7. Right now the score, all defense right now for this Megalodon team. As we have been pretty good so far in these neutral site games. 2nd down and 12 after the nice tackle. Just going to force the incompletion. As time is winding down in this first half, they throw another incompletion out of bounds. And we kind of have another decent opportunity here to be able to get a little bit more points. Evan Rhodes, can he get a nice little return? Not really. 1st and 10. Taylor Rambo, let's not make some mistakes here. Pressure is a lot, as it just makes it a little tough, as that's a great throw, Ron Marshall. Great throw for Taylor Rambo. Getting ourselves to a deep throw, it is caught! What a read from Taylor Rambo, as he's seeing the field very well in this drive, except for the time that he gets sacked. Every time I say something for a compliment on somebody, it immediately bites us. 3rd and 21. Deep throw, it is incomplete, and forces a punt. And that could be a very well-angled punt out at the 4-yard line. And then we can get another safety. What a tackle. There's an opportunity. I think we run commit this thing, and it's a huge safety. Jimmy Ferreira is going to get the safety. It's the 2nd safety of the game. Jimmy Ferreira able to get there just in time. That's what helps whenever we have some real fast defensive ends. They're able to get there just quick enough before they can get the pass off. So we got 20-some seconds left. Can we get into maybe field goal range? 2nd and inches. Under pressure. Just barely gets it off. 3rd and inches. Throwing it deep. It's knocked down incomplete. And it's a punt situation. Punt is away. Going to be bouncing at the 20. Actually, it's an incredible punt. Can we get a 3rd safety? Send the house! And we're going to get 3 safeties. This is absolutely ridiculous. We might have to change some sliders. 3 safeties in a game for this Megalodon defense. Unreal. We have 6 points. We almost have more points than they do in just safeties. Incredible. I don't even know what to say. I literally don't even know what to say. That's just absurd. Terrell Pace, I'm pretty sure he has 2 of them. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And we're going to start off with the ball. I mean, we have an opportunity to legit put this team basically away. If we can go ahead and put up some points right now, the way our defense is playing, we have a strong chance of being able to put this thing on ice. 2nd down and 2. Little play action fake. Throwing this thing deep, and he underthrew him. No. Cole Turner had him by multiple steps and just underthrew him by quite a lot. Taylor Rambo, man, such a clean regular season, and now he's thrown multiple interceptions. This is like 4th or 5th interception of the college football playoff so far. That's not good. Not good at all. I mean, he's right now going to be our leading passer in franchise history, but he's also probably the first good quarterback we've ever had. So I don't know if that means he's actually that good or if he's just better than the other players we've had. So who knows? Maybe there still might be a little bit of competition next year with Tyron Colclough. But we'll see. We'll let that up to you guys too. I think we're going to at least start off with Taylor Rambo. As unbelievable. Is that another interception? Let's hope that's PI. I think it's going to be a hold. No, that's an eligible man downfield. That's going to stand. I mean, we're going to have to do something. We're just going to have to run the ball for a while. Taylor Rambo is losing his mind right now in the playoffs. I don't know if he just doesn't have the clutch genes under pressure. He hasn't really had to have a lot of opportunity to be able to go down and win games. He's mainly been playing with the lead. Jimmy Ferrera, though, gets a super clutch sack on defense. It's bringing up a third down, throwing it deep, and it's incomplete. Tyrone Smithfield couldn't pull down the interception, and it's going to be a punt. Can we just go back to the run game? Can we get some running yards? I mean, I think they just know we're going to be running the ball, which is kind of tough, so we're going to have to go with the quick, short throws. 3rd and 2. Little pump fake and a drop off to Xavier Lee, as we're going to pick up those first down yardage. Nice throw to Darnell Jackson, who picks up 9. On the run again to Montel Major. Montel, he needs 100 yards. Have to see where he's at right now, but he drops it. Xavier Lee just couldn't hold on to it, and another loss. Just at 62 yards right now for Montel Major, so he's still like 40 yards away from being able to break the record. We're just going to have to punt the ball away again. Most of our points scored defensively. I mean, we have a lot of points scored defensively. Our offense has not been doing well in this game. I will definitely say that. Has not been doing well. Great tackle from Russ Wayman. Great awareness from the rook to be able to get over there in time and get the stop on that screen. Evan Rhodes to the outside. He's going to finally break one free. Down the sideline, and he's in for the punt return touchdown. Your special teams player of the year strikes again, and it's 28-7 at the start of the 4th quarter. Starting the 4th quarter up by 21 points. So we have an opportunity to really put this game on ice. 1st and 10. Throwing this thing deep, and it is caught to Antonio Williams for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Just burnt everybody deep. Nobody had the speed to be able to keep up with that man. And I guess it's not over yet. So we either need to run a ton of clock on this current drive, or we need to score again. And I don't know if I trust our offense to score right now. The way Taylor Rambo's been playing, I don't know if I trust him to be able to lead a drive. 3rd and 3. Can we pick up the yards needed? Good throw, Taylor. Good find and good throw on the mesh route. Just a good drop off there as well. Brings up a 2nd down and 3. Taylor Rambo just going to scramble with it and get down, thank you. Gets down just in time. We don't need any fumbles. He's going to keep it on the read option, and they were not expecting it. He gets a nice 9-yard carry. Trying to really take the team on his back right now, and he just gets bumped. Can't get the pass cleanly. And we're going to pitch this thing off to Montel Major, who's going to find a way to get the first. Kind of still another risky play to pull out an option right there. But I don't think they were expecting it, and that probably helped significantly on making that actually work out. A good first down. Able to chew quite a bit of clock, too. Even though we lost 4 yards, it does continue to make the clock move, as we're just milking so much time off the clock right now. And we're just going to have to take the sack. We need the clock to continue to move. As we get it down to the 2-minute warning, the field goal is up, and it is good, and that should really ice this one. As we're up even more, and that's pretty much how this game's going to end. They end up scoring a touchdown in garbage time, but it's 31-21. And boys, your Megalodons are going to the national championship. Another trophy, another award, another bowl game down. The defense is leading this team right now, because the offense needs some help. They need something to turn it around and help us out, because I don't think just defensively we're going to be able to win the college football championship game if we can't turn it around somehow. 212 yards, 51% completion percentage, another 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown. Taylor Rambo really falling apart here, man. I don't know what's gotten into him, but he is frazzled. Montel Major got 71 yards, so he's close to the record. He's getting closer. Vernon Lyle gets the only receiving touchdown. Ron Marshall had 7 catches for 73 yards. Defensively, 8 tackles for Grayson and Terrell Pace. 5 TFLs for Terrell Pace, tying the record in a single game. Jimmy Ferrera even had 4, which is incredible. 2 sacks for Terrell Pace, 1.5 for Jimmy Ferrera. Split that one with Jamal Mitchell, who also got an interception. And we had a handful of pass deflections, but the 3 safeties really was massive for this game. We end up getting that center, and now we have all 26 recruits we wanted. Terrell Pace ends up winning the Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Week. with this 5 TFL game, obviously winning the National Defensive Player of the Week as well. And Evan Rhodes gets the Sun Belt Offensive Player of the Week. And we're playing against Kansas State in the National Championship. Who would have thought? I mean, that's wild, as they are going to have beaten Missouri 31-23. And I feel like we always play Kansas State, too. I feel like we played Kansas State as Kennesaw State. So I feel like we end up playing half of the same teams every year. Looking at some of our stats, 1 game left in the season. Montel Meja so close. He needs like 30-some yards to be able to get the record. 1441 is the record for rushing yards in a season. So he is so close to getting the franchise record. Again, Ron Marshall and Darnell Jackson both need 2 touchdowns to tie the record for receiving touchdowns. 3 touchdowns away from breaking it. TFLs have already been absolutely demolished by Wyatt Wright and Jimmy Ferrer. It's just who ends up with the most is going to end up getting the record, as the previous record I think was 25. They both also have the sack record, but it'll just be interesting to see how the rest of the season goes. But I think I'm going to stop it right there for now, and we'll pick up with the College Football National Championship in the next video. We'll do that with the off-season recruiting and see what the team's going to look like next season. But you'll have to let me know, do you think we have a chance to win the National Championship? I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, why don't you check out one of these videos.